So you are with Valley Strong Credit Union. And Shontay, what is your role with the credit union?
I am the director of the Community Development Financial Institution at Valley Strong Credit Union, also known as the Director of Small Business Lending.
Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about that today.
Yes, we
All right,
are.
so what have we got?
So I have some special stuff to show you here today. So we are a community development financial institution at Valley Strong. We actually got certified last year in April. And that's when I came on in and actually started developing through our CDFI. So you'll often hear me call our community development financial institution a CDFI.
All right, good, because I know there's going to be a lot of students and probably adults that are like, CDFI, I haven't heard that really, but now that they know what it is,
Yes.
you are in charge of this.
Yes, I am. And what a CDFI actually is, it is for institutions like us that actually, we built out this program so that people who don't typically meet loan programs at traditional banks, so that they'll have another institution to go to for lending. And what our whole goal was to do it first was to focus on our small business owners throughout Kern County.
So if somebody wanted to, let's say we wanted to start up a math program, and we needed, some help to get this thing off the ground and get going, this would be something you could possibly help with.
Absolutely. So any type of startup businesses that's been around a long time, but they may not meet traditional banks' guidelines for a loan, or they've often been declined for a loan because they don't meet the requirements for larger banks. Come and see us.
Okay.
This is what we're here for. This is why we established those type of programs as a CDFI at our credit union. So what we actually do, and what made us do this, was that many minorities, women, veteran business owners, they all fall into a bracket where they typically are underserved. Underserved just means that banks typically don't, create loans and programs for them to actually, grow their business. So this is what we do. We actually build programs for lending for folks who meet these requirements.
So you're aiming it towards them.
Absolutely.
So it's hard for them not to be able to qualify for it.
Yes. The reason why we did this was simply because, one, we wanted to create access to capital for small business owners. Access to capital means access to loans.
Right.
So with that, it allows business owners to grow their business, and it creates jobs also. It creates more jobs throughout Kern County and throughout our rural communities when business owners are able to grow their business and invest in their business as well.
Now, is there a maximum amount of money that they're able to look for?
Absolutely.
Because it is a different route.
Yes, it is. And I'm going to touch on that towards the end of the presentation. Okay. But the small business lending that we're talking about here, all of these loans are under $100,000.
Okay.
And typically these small business owners, can qualify for up to $25,000 if they're a startup also. Now, it all depends on their credit as well, because we will run their credit score. So that's a whole nother conversation.
I know, and that happens with everything.
And so doing this and having these loan programs helps to stabilize our Kern County community of small business owners, and also it helps to establish more jobs for individuals and for young people out there that's looking for jobs. There's a lot of 16-year-olds out there working too for the small business owners in this community.
As well they should be.
Yes. I remember I had a job when I was 16.
You are correct. Many of us did.
So here's our plan. So our plan, and this plan is active. We've been doing this plan with many different resources throughout our community, which I'll show you on the next slide. Our technical assistance partners, these partners are who we refer our business members to when maybe they get declined for a loan. Maybe they weren't ready to accomplish the loan. The business isn't too new, maybe they haven't filed taxes, or their credit isn't ready. Technical assistant groups throughout Kern County can help them by actually running classes on credit, teaching them how to run a more efficient business, and even how to do accounting for their business also. Then once they get that equipment of knowledge, they come back and they may qualify for a loan with us also. That's the difference of us being a CDFI. We really coordinate and work within our community.
Okay, because there's a lot of math that goes into all of this stuff behind the scenes that you're talking about,
Yes.
like figuring out a credit score. How does that thing happen? And then accounting, that could go on for days as far as the type of accounting that small business would need also.
Yes, and business owners don't have to do it alone. There are so many people within this community that can help them.
Right.
And we're a resource, so you can always call us up at our branches, ask for myself or ask for our member business service department, and we will guide you on where to go in our community. Now, the next phase of this is we talked about collaborating with the community. The other thing that we do have a goal to do is establishing a revolving loan fund. What that will actually allow us to do is continue to have funds as we continue to give loans out to the community, especially small business owners that may not be as equipped as a larger business owner. We want to establish a loan fund where we can actually continue to lend to these borrowers. As they lend money, pay us back, we're able to execute more loans in our community. So that's one of our goals that we're looking at towards the future, maybe 2026.
So without actually having stock, you are taking stock in that company by continuing to make sure it flourishes.
Absolutely. And we also take advantage of being a CDFI. We're able to get grants from the government that allows us to amplify more lending in this community. So there's a lot of opportunity coming our way, and the opportunity is also what we're doing right now.
Good. Well, that certainly is an excellent plan that you guys have going on with that CDFI. And I see you've got some other people working with you.
Yeah, so these are all of the different organizations that we work with that's actually doing financial education. They're doing business education for small business owners and mid-sized business owners. Business owners can create a business plan. A business plan is really awesome because a business owner can actually envision what they want to see their business to grow into in the next 2 to 5 years. And this is great. A lot of us CDFIs make decisions financially on whether they're going to lend to a business owner who has a financial business plan. The other thing is a lot of these organizations run credit classes that teach you how to build out your credit score. They'll also teach you, how to actually establish a very strong business depending on the type of trade your business is in as well. So we have a wealth of this within our community. Just within 5 years, many of these programs have set up right here in Kern County.
And it would be good if they had a business that actually was meant to be in Kern County, because there are businesses that somebody might have an idea for, but it's not going to work here.
Absolutely.
Right, where you would need a different area of the country or something like that, just a different placement.
Yes, absolutely. So we love to actually, so when we get a business owner and they may not fit the requirements right now, we run their information through a loan application. Maybe they get a decline. So what we do is we refer them to several of these different organizations throughout the community. And then as they work on, maybe it was their credit score, maybe it was their business plan, maybe it takes them about 6 months to do that. They can come back and reapply, and if they're ready, we can actually give them access to capital.
All right, well, come on over here, Shontay. That's the end. I figure with the collaboration up there, you're towards the end.
Well, the last thing that I wanted to show everyone on this one is, this is our actual first, one of our new flyers that has our CDFI logo on it. And this is all of our small business lending programs that's under $100,000 that we offer here at Valley Strong. So even if there's a startup business out there that just got started within the first 3 months of running their business, we can give you a loan. We can actually build out a credit card for you right under $25,000. We will pull their credit, though, to see if they actually fit the requirements. But if you don't, maybe it's a no right now. It's not a no forever.
Right, and there are a lot of students watching, a lot of high school students also watch the program, something that they might be thinking of as they get a little bit older and pursue their career. And also, you'd be surprised how many adults view this program on a regular basis and might be looking at this also and saying, you know what, I'm glad I tuned in today. I saw Shontay talk about that CDFI. I'm going to act on something like that.
That's awesome.
So thank you for taking your time to come see us again today.
Thank you for having me.
Always lovely seeing you and all the support from Valley Strong Credit Union. We'll be back with more right after this.